It's like jumping out of a plane without a parachute. I survived by stopping trying to cope. Your basic responsibility as a parent is to provide for your children, and you can't do that. The stories I hear are not consistent with people being treated with dignity, as if they have rights, as if we are a compassionate society that genuinely cares what happens to each other. There is one thing that I would like to say that I don't think gets said nearly enough, and that is to the women who are surviving and keeping their kids going on the DPB. You guys are heroes. You are doing the impossible, and kia kaha.
It's not just your family that judges you or your friends, it's people that you don't know who are then making decisions about your life and whether or not it's valid in a way. I mean, I didn't choose to get pregnant. I was a student, I was studying, I had a 10-year plan for what I was going to do with my life. Hair's really prickly. That's not your dragon. Which is your one? You don't even get 400 a week, which some people will be like, you know, that's a lot, but it's not when you take rent out and gas out and food out and everything she needs, and you put a little bit aside for when your car warrant's due. I can't be too close to my male friends because in case someone turns around and says, oh, but she's in a relationship. And Windsor's like, oh, if you're in a relationship, we need to know about it so we can take their income into account. And you live in this state of just anxiety. With my oldest child, because I get child disability allowance, I wasn't aware until 5 years after him receiving this child care disability allowance. As part of that, you're automatically entitled to 50 hours childcare assistance, that's in the holidays, and 20 hours for term time for after school and before school care. I wasn't aware of that until I went up to the counter one day trying to sort the same thing out again that I had like month after, about 2 or 3 times a year. And they said to me, oh yes, because you're receiving child disability allowance, you're entitled to this. And I'm like, well, why hasn't anybody told me?
Family park when you just have lots of family and then there's vacation.
It would have made such a difference if I'd known that, because then I wouldn't have to stress about providing childcare, or, it's expensive. Childcare's expensive for anybody, whether you're on a benefit or working part-time or full-time. Having just that little bit of extra help, which may be an extra $10, $20 a week in my situation, is a huge difference.
You're just sort of in this trap where you just cannot get ahead. You sort of feel like you're in a black hole and you've got to wait and wait until your children get older, and then you can work more. But it's the day-to-day living is just a real struggle.
The cricket flew out of his mouth. Geppetto could not swim, so...
I didn't feel good receiving a benefit. It made me feel bad about myself. There was like a stigma around it. People just look at you essentially like you're beneath them, that you're sort of subhuman or something.
That sort of social attitude is really prevalent, and I think that's as much of a problem as the WINS culture or the political policies.